Right now, I'm just getting it all together. I'll put it on YouTube at some time.
Yeah.
But I'm just documenting what's going on in the taxi. What do you think about driving for Uber and Lyft now?
Not bad. I'm retired, so this is something to do part-time, a little extra cash.
Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair to the taxi industry as a whole?
Well, you know, the taxi industry, obviously there's a call for it, a need for it.
Okay.
You know?
But say you came to Philadelphia and bought some pizza and it was no good.
Right.
And you decided, hey, I want to open up some pizza places because the pizza sucks here.
Yeah.
Okay. And you open up 300 pizza places, and L&I and Weights and Measures and the health department, they all come along and say, listen, we got rules and regulations and costs associated with the pizza business. Right. You're going to have to pay. You say, screw you, I'm making the best of pizza. I don't have to pay.
Right. So what's the point?
That's the same thing with Uber. What did they do?
Uber's not paying?
No, they don't. No. They don't pay the cost. They're taxis operating as taxis but not paying the cost and not following the law. Right. So how is that fair?
So you're saying they shouldn't have Ubers or Lyfts?
No, I say that they should follow the same rules and regulations and pay the same cost. Either you relieve us of the burden as a taxi driver, or you put the same burden on them. Right. It's just fair.
Well, that would be fair. Yeah, I'd agree with that. They make a lot of money.
Yeah, but you see, but they wouldn't be able to saturate the streets with vehicles. Right. See their application.
Now I heard that New York's actually limiting.
That's why they're coming down here. You see them with the New York tags? Yeah. They're all up in Philadelphia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every state that limits them.
Now, what if they limit them? That's something that would help you.
What's that?
If they limit the Ubers.
Yeah, because they limit us. Yeah, they limit us by law to 1,600.
I think they should limit them.
Do you know why they limited us?
Why is that?
Economics, supply and demand.
Right.
The lower the amount of medallions available, the higher the price of medallions. So the government gets a premium for selling them, and the owners are secure in their investment.
And
it was a rigged game.
Now, in my opinion, what they should do is think I'm a pretty high-rated driver.
Yeah.
They should just think of high-rated drivers, let them drive. And I've heard some horror stories from passengers, some Uber drivers.
Murders, rapes, robberies, assault.
Just being ignorant.
No, but it's been going on.
And being dangerous drivers.
That's also been going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's been going on.
Nationwide, there are dozens of people have been murdered.
I'm saying there's been even less things going on that shouldn't go on.
Just ignorance.
Just ignorance, yeah.
Because who are they hiring? They're hiring desperate people.
So that if they want to have a better business model, it's just for their own good. They just limit the drivers, have higher, have a test run. If you don't keep your numbers a certain number, boom, you're gone.
Probation.
You know? Yeah, probation. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Their business model doesn't work without the ability to saturate the streets. The application, by definition, means you're applying existing technology. They didn't invent new technology. It's like when the CB came out, somebody decided to stick it in the cab. All right, that's better for business. So you put it in there, you incorporate it into your business. That's a business decision. The application's the same thing. But somehow they twisted that into new technology and exemption from the law on the cost. That's not right. And what they're doing is they're preying on desperate people. And that's why they're getting the quality of the driver that they're getting today. Because
I'm not desperate, I do it part-time.
Yeah, but a lot of, because their business model involves saturating the market.
I understand that, yeah.
They have to get as many drivers as possible.
What would be your advice to me? Should I not do this? Should I try something else? Am I hurting you guys?
Well, how long have you been doing it?
About 10 months.
10 months. All right, any repairs on your vehicle you need so far?
No, I have a full warranty on it.
Oh, okay, so you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
It's because the average turnover rate for Uber is about 6 months. That's when they realize they're not making any money, and the repairs start to come up on their vehicles.
Well, I don't do it that much though.
Every mile that you put on your vehicle, okay, it depreciates.
Yeah, I know.
You know that.
Yeah, I understand.
So you might make $5,000 in 6 months, but your vehicle might have depreciated $3,000. Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah, it is.
It's a scam.
Now there is a new company coming out. I think they were in where are they? Somewhere out in the Midwest, maybe. College kids came out where they said that the drivers are going to pay a membership, and they get the full amount of the fare, and they pay a monthly membership.
Well, that's something like I was thinking about, because back to the pizza analogy. Say you made pizza ovens and they were really good. You baked the pizza in half the time, delicious, right?
Right.
And you sold those pizza ovens to people that made pizza. That's the end of your business. You sell them the oven. Now, if you told them, hey, listen, I got this great oven, bakes pizza in half the time, delicioso, right? And you say, but you can't buy it. We'll let you use it, and you're going to give us a cut from every pie. Right. Now, that same company is in the pizza business.
Yeah.
It's the same thing Uber did. If Uber would have told them, hey, listen, we're going to sell you this application, and you can operate a taxi.
Right. Yeah.
and you pay us whatever it is.
Uh,
Then they would have been out of the taxi business. But as soon as they started to take a cut of the
Right.
fare,
yeah.
now they're in the taxi business.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, there's any leeway. You guys make any leeway as far as
Well,
getting-
the
getting them
legislation is up in December,
to find out
so
that?
Harrisburg is going to review it,
Okay.
and we're going to try to get them classified as taxis.
Right.
Either that or again relieve
and
us
then
of the burden.
Hopefully, what happened in New York will help you guys too. You know.
Well, I'm just glad to see
Yeah.
you're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You know, how can you call yourself the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania when you
Right.
got people from New Jersey,
Yeah,
Delaware,
coming in here, yeah.
Maryland, all over the country
Right,
coming to
great.
Philadelphia and operating as a taxi?
Parking lot at the airport. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The majority of the cars are from Pennsylvania.
No. So how can you be a Commonwealth?
Well less than 50 of them. I saw one from Virginia the other day.
Yeah, I've seen them from everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere except Alaska and Hawaii so far.
Crap.
Yeah, I saw one from Canada.
Man,
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's how bad it is.
Yeah, I
They've
would do maybe
saturated.
2 days a week, if that. Like every other week, I'll come down and
Yeah.
do it. And I don't do it at all. I do it for the extra money.
I got nothing against you
Yeah,
guys, you know.
I don't. Yeah, I was a union guy my whole life. I'm not trying to hurt the tax.
Yeah, but I want to document it. Some drive, they won't talk to me like you did.
Right.
I mean, most of the drivers, 90% of them, they get it. What do you film with? Oh, I'll do this. And I said, you're in public. I can film you. Yeah, but at least you have Pennsylvania tags, the Commonwealth, right? So I really can't say much about that. But
No,
I
I'm
can,
saying, you think that, like I said, do you think I should not drive again? Am I hurting
dude,
that
you got to
much?
do what you got to do. You know, I mean, if you need the money, like I said, there are a lot of desperate people, and they're taking advantage of that, who don't understand
Right.
the math.
Yeah, I
They don't do the math.
I hear what you're saying.
So you're probably making, I don't know, you're probably clearing what, $8 to $10 an hour if you factor everything in.
Yeah, we have the
Gas, insurance, and,
Right, yeah.
repairs.
Well, luckily my insurance didn't go off because I had an insurance lock.
Yeah, but you're retired, so
Yeah.
you know it's good for you. And you don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of operating a taxi. You know, going down to the PPA, getting a license, taking a test, then being under the rules, and then finding somebody to drive for, or purchasing a medallion,
Yeah.
which is like buying a house. It used to be.
Yeah, right.
I think now's a good time to buy them now. If you're interested in your retirement
Yeah.
and you like doing this, I would look into purchasing a medallion now. If you can get one for $15,000, $20,000, they used to be over $500,000 in Philadelphia.
Wow.
I would buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they want cash. The banks won't deal with them anymore. They screwed the banks too. They screwed the banks, they screwed the
I
insurance
think,
companies.
My prediction what's going to happen here, you're going to have less drivers like me, guys that know what they're doing,
Yeah.
know how to talk to people, know how to drive. And because, like you said, we'll lose so much money that we work for us. And all you're going to have is people who are going to be hurt in this industry. And then the lawsuits are going to start, and then that'll be the end of it.
Well, they know it's going to implode at some point, but
Yeah.
they're hoping that the taxis are dissolved by that point and they gain a monopoly. If they do that, they're going to use it as a tool of extortion. Because all they have to do, they don't need their drivers to vote a strike. They walk into any city hall, they say to the mayor, I want this. He says no. They pull out their cell phone, they press a button, they shut it down. It's going to be used as a tool of extortion by international predators.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I see your point, man. Well, I like talking to you. And,
Yeah, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to hurt you guys. I don't have it.
No, I don't look at it like that.
I don't have an agenda.
I understand it's not the individual driver, it's the international predator,
I understand.
Uber. Now you know, a lot of desperate people out here. See what they're going to get? They're going to get the same system that was in the taxi system, where this is one of the reasons it dovetails in with the globalist agenda, the cashless society,
Right, yeah.
and population replacement through illegal immigration. Okay, so they have a constant supply of illegal immigrants to stick into their Ubers and Lyfts, and that's what you're going to get. That's what it's going to be. And then you'll have the few guys like me and you. I drive a taxi. I was born and raised here.
Right.
You know, but the vast majority of the people,
They're not even from here, yeah.
they're going to be illegal
These kids
immigrants.
that dropped off, they're newlyweds from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah,
I'm telling them about Betsy Ross' house. I'm telling them about Elfin Street. I'm telling them about.
that's what
place
people
to
want.
go.
That's what people want in a taxi
And
driver.
the other people, they have no idea what the city has.
No, they
can't
don't.
even
They don't
speak
care.
English.
They don't want to talk to the
They can't even
people.
speak
I have
English,
people in my cab telling me all the time. These people, they don't even talk.
That's
They're on
why
their
this
phone
kid just
speaking
gave me
another language.
$9 cash tip from the airport. They
Yeah.
gave me a cash tip,
That's how it works, because you're doing the job that they expect.
Yeah, I should look into purchasing a medallion.
I think at this point, my honest opinion, it's a good investment, but you're not going to go through the banks because the banks are burned.
Yeah.
The banks lost all that money that they loaned out for the medallions because
Right.
they went under with the illegal operation of taxis.
Yeah, I should. is.
But again, it dovetails into the globalist plan to take over countries
Oh yeah,
internally,
I understand that.
you
Yeah.
know, covertly.
And it's the same thing with the trucking industry
Yeah.
too. You know.
Yeah, autonomous vehicles.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was nice talking.
Yeah,
to you.
brother. Thanks
All
for
right.
taking the time to talk
No
to
problem.
me.
Yeah. Good
Take
luck
care of
with your
yourself.
endeavors. All right.
Thanks.